Watching a game used to be simple. You picked a team and watched what happened. That was it. Now, there's something else built into it. A small bet, just for fun, because you're already watching it anyway. Welcome to Quietly Curious, where we explore the things that feel normal, but might not always be today's question. Why doesn't this feel like gambling anymore? It didn't happen all at once. At some point, watching a game became more interactive, live stats, predictions, real time updates, and then the option to place a bet. Not separately, but right there alongside everything else. It doesn't feel like a big decision. It's small, quick, almost casual. You're already watching, already paying attention, so it feels like just adding something extra, a little more excitement, a chance to win something. But something subtle happens here. The line between watching and participating starts to blur. It's no longer just a game, it's something you're involved in. And it's because it's built into the experience, it doesn't feel separate anymore. Most of the time, it starts small, a few dollars, a simple bet, nothing that feels serious. But over time, small things have a way of adding up. Not all at once, just gradually, almost quietly. And when something becomes part of the routine, it can happen more often than expected, game after game, moment after moment. And at that point, it's no longer just a single outcome, it's about how often it's happening. Because when something is repeated often enough, it starts to change what it is. What feels like a small addition can become something you return to. Not necessarily because you plan to, but because it's there. And in some cases, when something like this continues over time, it can have real effects: financial, emotional, subtle at first, but noticeable over time. And for some people, it stays exactly that: something small, occasional, controlled, just part of the experience. But for others, the line isn't always as clear. Maybe this isn't just about betting, maybe it's about what happens when something new is built into something familiar, when it doesn't feel separate, when it doesn't feel like a decision, because it blends in. So, maybe nothing about it feels serious because it doesn't feel like gambling. It just feels like part of the game. And when something feels that natural, it's easy not to notice which direction it's going. If this made you notice something you hadn't before, subscribe to Quietly Curious, because sometimes the biggest changes don't stand out, they blend in. This was Quietly Curious, deep dives into tech history and modern life. My name is Erwin. Thank you so much for listening. And above all, everybody, stay curious out there.